Tim, those of us on the movie press junket circuit, we spend a lot of time talking about frequent flyer miles. When you were touring as a comic, how much attention did you pay to that?
I got so into that that I was one of those, and I had so many tickets. I had like 15, 16 tickets at a time. But then I realized they would go stale, so to speak, if you didn't use them, and I panicked. Because I just all of a sudden said, no, if you don't use them within a year, then you don't use them. So I had, and then that was in the era where I don't think they expected people to, it's like when America Online said that 20 free minutes or whatever it was, it got them in all that trouble. And Northwest was kind of sticky about even honoring them for a while. Well, can you use it on this one? Because I had so many tickets. I flew sometimes out of my way. Like we have to go all through the South, like Mobile, Alabama, and then sometimes I go, as long as I kept going through Atlanta, I'd pick up a lot of seats on Delta. I was really into it.
Question about co-stars. Sometimes you work on a project and the person your co-star is temperamental, big ego. Mm-hmm. The horse in this film.
Huge.
What kind of problems did you have?
Well, if he ever got in trouble with anybody, right to his trailer. He just sat in his trailer the whole time. Wouldn't talk. Didn't say a word to anybody the entire time. I'm not kidding. You couldn't get a word out of him. He had to have carrots hand-fed to him. They had to come from Brazil. Brazilian carrots are a little bit sweeter than other carrots. Totally disrespected Kirstie. Every time she walked by, lifted his tail. It was absolutely horrible. He didn't like any of the other horses. Didn't get along with anybody. Professional when he worked. And I really enjoyed him, but I don't think I'd ever work with him again. Not that I could pick him out in a crowd of mammals. But.
A lot of the women yesterday were commenting how debonair you looked on the dance floor in this film. At the beginning of the film.
Were they drinking?
Now, how good of a dancer are you in real life?
Well, I can shake my booty if that's what you're asking me. Shake, shake, shake. I can shake my booty. Kirstie, we had ballroom dancing lessons, which that was a day to be there for rehearsal. Me with a guy showing big hands, big hands, big hands, move, cross your feet, big hands, and cut to my face. But Kirstie is a very good dancer. She really likes to dance, and she gets joy out of dancing, so it isn't such a big deal. It's not my wife. I feel weird about dancing with my wife or my sister. But Kirstie was like a friend, and she was real sweet to dance with. And I actually told her when our practice was over, I really liked it. It's a pleasurable thing to do with a woman that is sensual, not sexual, and it was really quite. And I don't want to say I'm light in my loafers because that's not what I mean. I'm light on my feet. I can't actually move. And once we did that, and then you add that to some music and a really nice barn. It was a gorgeous day that day, and it was a truly one of those moments why I like doing films. I like watching films. I really like being in them because I can kind of get. If you forget that there's 400 people out here going, writing and clicking things and booms. We had a big boom that was they were all behind some hay bales. She was real sweet in that. Did you see her face when she moved her head away from me? It was just a real flirty scene, and it was really my kind of stuff.
And the last question about projects that you turned down. When they first approached you about doing a TV series, what kind of ideas, proposals did you decide not to go with?
Well, they were certain I could do Turner and Hooch, the movie, the version of that, and I thought it was a really silly movie. Why make a TV show out of a silly movie? Dead Poet Society, they thought that would make a good TV series. I have changed my mind since then. I think that would make a good TV series. It's kind of a smart-ass professor. Not for me. At the time, Robin Williams had just done it, and I didn't want to do anything to come off of Robin Williams, and people would expect me to be like him, and I'd end up being over the top. And what was the last one? Devil and Miss Jones. They wanted me to do the TV adaptation of that. I thought I was miscast for that. Those are the two. And then there was another one where I was traveling with my family in a motorhome. That was the whole series would be us in a motorhome. As fun as that sounds, it would be an absolute bear to shoot because you would actually be on location, for the whole. I didn't like that at all.
Okay, great. Like Lost in America.
Yes.
Albert Brooks thing there.
But this would be with a family in a motorhome.